Hi, I'm Olivia Squizzle, and today I'm writing your request. I actually already have them written, and today we'll be sharing them with you. Sorry it is really windy outside, but my family is inside. And they are as loud as the wind. For starters, I have Ratatouille 2. I've seen Ratatouille once, like 4 years ago, and I don't remember what it was about at all. So here goes nothing. Linguini becomes head chef at the restaurant where he works. I don't know what it's called. I've seen the movie once, maybe. He's dating, is her name Colleen? Maybe Colette? There's some tension about her not knowing about Remy, but I think I just saw something that she does know about Remy. That might be wrong. Anyways, the real plot line is when Remy falls in love with a mouse, he takes her to the restaurant for a date, and then the next day customers are getting sick, and boss guy yells at Linguini, who vents to Remy. Eventually they blame the mouse for making the customers sick, and they confront her right before the health inspector comes. And turns out she's not evil. You just shouldn't have rodents in your kitchen. Colleen walks in and is all like, "What's going on?" Linguini asks her to help hide Remy. She says, no. The health inspector walks in and sees the rats, and Linguini defends them and gets fired, so he leaves with his rodents, and they start a circus sideshow with the rodents, and Colleen comes to it one night and apologizes to Linguini, but Remy kills her in the end. I think that is so much more masterful than anything. It just shows a new layer of character development for everyone. It shows that sometimes the real world does have consequences and everything's not all sunshine and rainbows. And as far as rodents in the kitchen, bad idea. It's a bad idea. It's not Disney magic. That's like kissing a princess without consent. Very bad for you, because someone's gonna come and lock you away for it. Joker 2. I've never seen either Joker movie. I think the only DC movie I've seen is Wonder Woman, like the first Wonder Woman. But I think I have an understanding of the lore that I can pull together a better Joker 2 than exists currently. I will say, though, I haven't seen Joker 2, so I don't know what happens at the beginning. So the comment asked to rewrite the ending. I will have to rewrite the entirety because I don't know how the movie starts. So it's still going to be somewhat a musical, just like it is in the real world. A musical that actually has songs that have to do with the plot, because I've heard people say that that's like the worst part about Joker 2 is the songs are just like taking place in like some sort of alternate reality or something in Harley Quinn's mind, and it's really stupid and doesn't have anything to do with the plot. So anyways, here it goes. This is a long one. I really spent a lot of time on this. The Joker, wearing his classic look, rolls out of his house on a Segway, a shotgun slung over his shoulder. A Joker for Mayor banner blows behind his back. He recklessly drives through the city. He shoots the shotgun at some balloons a young boy is carrying. Then he hands him a Joker for Mayor flyer. Then he starts going towards the sound of Bloody Mary by Lady Gaga playing. He finds Harley Quinn playing the song live with a small crowd around her. He is so moved by the music, he drops his Segway and weapon to dance along. He throws his flyers everywhere before eventually joining Harley in a duet. The crowd scatters, disturbed and frightened. By the end of the song, the cops show up to arrest the Joker, who seems to go willingly, with one last wink at Harley. He sits boredly in jail, making faces at the guards. A day goes by. The police decide to bring in a psychiatrist to study the Joker, and in walks Harley Quinn. The Joker laughs hysterically when Harley explains why she's there. He tilts his head. "You didn't come here to save me," he mocks, and thus begins Joker's mental evaluation. Harley Quinn goes from being curious to terrified as she listens to the Joker laugh about his crimes. She wants to leave the jail, but he grabs her hand and asks her to stay. He's gentle now. The man she's just deemed insane asks her to sing for him. After a few notes of a song, the guards come and say it's time to leave. Joker punches a hole in the door of his cell as she leaves. Harley says he requires further examination. Somewhere in this time, his face paint is wiped off, leaving him just a man, a scarred man. Cue a montage of Joker manipulating Harley in their therapy sessions, and eventually convincing her to break him out of jail. During this montage, he also talks about wanting to be mayor. Once they break out of jail, I don't know, probably adult things happen because this is an adult movie. I don't know. Something weird. Joker asks Harley Quinn about her dreams, and she says she wants to sing at the opera house. Joker promises to make her dreams come true if she pledges herself to him. Joker puts on a new Joker outfit and the same face paint, and Harley Quinn changes into her classic comic book look, and the Joker takes her to get a Property of the Joker tattoo. Then later, Joker and Harley break into a performance at the opera house and shoot the singer. Harley takes the stage singing and throwing out Joker for mayor flyers, while Joker shoots anyone who tries to leave or stop them. The Joker gets mad that the crowd isn't smiling and forces them to, and promises to always make them smile as mayor. The Joker realizes him and Harley don't have the manpower to force everyone to vote for him. So he forces Harley to get her scientist father to make them a missile to threaten the town with. And Joker gets all, "I killed so many people for you, I love you so much, so kill your dad!" And eventually she does. The Joker launches his plan on election day, and the town and police have no choice but to make him mayor so they don't get blown up. Joker celebrates his victory with Harley. Then the next morning, everyone turns on their TV to a mandatory viewing of the Joker and Harley show, where the couple sings and dances and tells everyone to be happy. The end. So I think that was completely 100% lore accurate. I think that was a gift from the creators being me. That is what it should have been. That is what it would have been if you guys had voted for me to be head of DC. I actually haven't made a video saying I was going to be head of DC, but maybe I will now. And maybe I will make that video with just as little lore knowledge as I know now. Because I think there's something beautiful about being really uneducated about a topic and still trying to make a movie on it. Like, I think that is just such a standard in Hollywood now. And I think that's such a beautiful thing, to just have these creatives be like, "I want to make a Batman movie. Batman, launch your bat attack." I think that's great. Okay, there was one last thing I had. I was asked to write a story about a cactus turning into a human and then falling back in love with a cactus and, like, not being able to have her anymore because he's not a cactus now. I don't like the pricks on my green skin. I don't like the sand at my feet. I don't like being unable to move out of the hot sun. Being a cactus isn't for me. One day I see a wizard walk by, and in that moment, I willed him to hear my request to be human. I watched the robed old man intently as he pulled a wand from his pocket. I begged him to hear my wish, and then I saw him look at me. His eyes light up as he flicked his wrist, and all at once I was free. The needles fell from my body. My limbs were free to move. The green tint gave way to flesh tones, and my stem became feet. "Oh, thank you," I cried, but the wizard just laughed. He laughed at me like I was a fool. But I didn't care. I was free at last. I didn't look back at my spot in the sand. I ran past the only cacti I knew. In an instant, I left it behind. I felt my heart pounding in my chest and heard my feet thumping on the ground. Soon I came across a car. I held out my hand to ask for a ride. The car stopped, and I jumped inside. A young man with shaggy hair drove the car. In his passenger seat sat a beautiful lady. Her hand touched his arm, and she smiled. The young man turned for a second to look at her, before looking at me. "Howdy, partner. Name's Jag. This is my girl, Mindy." Mindy didn't take her eyes off him. I didn't know how to introduce myself, so I said the truth. "I'm a cactus." "Well, where are you going, cactus?" Jag asked. "I'm not sure," I said, looking out the window. "I've never been this far from home." Do you get homesick?" Mindy's sweet voice mused. "I get homesick when I'm not with Jags," he sighs. All of a sudden, I'm wondering where I am going. If I don't know where I'm going, how can I know that I want to go there? I started to feel a little frightened of not knowing anything. That's when I remember her, the cactus with the flower who grew beside me. I didn't know much about her, but I knew her smile. It's the only smile that comes close to the way Mindy looks at Jag, and I wonder. I think I want to go back where I came from. Mindy laughs. Jag says he can't take me the whole way, but he'll get me going in the right direction. After he sends me in the right direction, I run. Faster and faster, the dirt flying up behind me. My lungs burn. But then I see a glint of pink in the distance. Her flower. I make it to her and collapse at her roots. There's a strange look in her eyes. Something I've never seen before. Not a twinkle or a smile. Nothing. Like she didn't know me. And I realized, how could she know me? I'm not a cactus anymore. I look nothing like I did growing up. "It's me, Cactus," I say, hoping she could hear me. Nothing. I stand with my arms posing like I had grown. Nothing. All at once I wanted the wizard back. I wanted to will him to make me a cactus again, to get a second chance to be who I was. The wizard appeared, and I smiled. I demanded he make me a cactus again. But he told me, "Once you move forward, you can't go back. When you decided to change, you decided to never be the same again." That's about all for today. I will say I love the discourse in my comments. I love looking at my comments, and I like responding to them. Sometimes there's a lot of them saying similar things, so it's easier to just respond in the video. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this feels like original YouTube. This feels like so 2010s. This feels so classic YouTube." I'm not that old. I've never seen classic YouTube. Like, I know Vine. Like, I've seen maybe some of the most popular, like, things that have sort of lived on from that era. But I I don't know what original YouTube looked like. I wasn't there. When I was a child, I didn't have access to like free reign access to YouTube, and I genuinely don't know what I'm copying. If I accidentally plagiarize something, it's probably because I've never seen the thing. I love pop culture, I love movies and stuff, I love all that, but I've only had so many years of my life to catch up on like the past 100 years of like good important movies. There's only so many of them I've seen. So maybe I should devote more time to catching up on them, but like I don't know. I like making videos. I really hoped you enjoyed this video. Just keep doing your thing. Thank you, algorithm. Don't know how this happened. Thank you to all 5,000 and something of you, and all 100,000 and something of you that watched my I'm gonna replace AI video. Maybe I'll keep making more of these videos where I actually do your requests. If this is what works for me, I'll do it. This is what gets views. Hey. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your day.